I want to say it's despicable that this committee is going to silence me for bringing
The
up
gentleman's words have been taken down. He's not permitted to speak for the rest of the hearing.
Making millions of dollars.
Mr. Ranking Member, I'm going to have the Sergeant at Arms remove him if he doesn't refrain.
Okay, Comer, calm down a little bit. You can see there, he's saying something insane, that he's going to bring in the Sergeant at Arms to cart Representative Maxwell Frost out of there. But Comer also, didn't he kind of sound happy about it? Like he was like pleased with himself that he might get to do that. Well, you might wonder, oh, what's going on? Oh my God, is this another like bleach bond bad built thing? Why is this fight happening? See, Maxwell Frost there said something that they don't like, and free speech is only for like saying the N-word and stuff like that. It's not actually expressing yourself, certainly not in the government. So you shut up, Maxwell Frost, if you're saying something accurate but inconvenient. And so we want to add full context to this. So what is it that Frost said that got Comer so bunched up? Take a look.
People like the grifter in chief Trump and President Musk are openly using their public offices to enrich themselves to the tune of billions of dollars. So if we want to look at waste, fraud, and abuse, which I'm down to do, why is there complete silence on the other side of the aisle about looking at the complete grifter that is the President of the United States and the richest man on the earth, which is looking into things like Social Security and different things like that? Why don't we investigate the real corruption?
Hold off. Point of order.
Mr.
Frost, you still have 349. You're going to maybe revise the disparaging comment about the president because that's supposed to be our decorum here. And
it is supposed to be. President Musk and the President of the United States, Donald Trump, who is engaged in grifting of the American people, often use their public offices to enrich themselves. Someone on the other side was just asking, how would you feel if you called someone else from the other?
Hold off, Mr. Frost.
I will say the president's grifting because you spent the last 2 years saying President Biden.
Take down his words.
I can say that Trump is grifting. What I will withdraw is calling him grifter in chief.
I wish that he hadn't withdrawn that last thing, but I like that he stuck to his guns on everything else. I think that was Lauren Boebert, who she's like, oh, I guess I should probably say something. I'm technically in office, and I know that most of my mind is for later. I'm going to meet up with Kid Rock later, but I should probably do something as congressperson. So, how dare you say that about Trump? And that's all that Congress is right now. I mean, they've delegated all of their authority to the richest man in the world. Like, we don't have the power of the purse. You do all that stuff. So we got to fill up some time. So I guess we'll defend Donald Trump. How dare criticize him? How dare you call him a con man? And so checks and balances. No, now I guess they're checking him out. I guess they're liking that. I don't know what the point of Congress is. Maxwell Frost is 100% right. Donald Trump is and always has been a massive grifter and con man. You could probably, I'm gonna start to name some of his products. I'm sure you can name others because I'm not gonna remember all of them. Bibles, shoes, watches, wine, NFTs, digital trading cards, meme coins, commemorative coins. And we're not just talking about in the past, including the very recent past, where he has made millions or even billions of dollars hawking products using his profile as the president. He's doing it right now. Look at this. You can see RFK Jr. in the background is not happy about it. He's announcing new merch sitting in the Oval Office. He wants to make a quick buck off of his stupid hat saying that he's right about everything, which I like humor as well. I think that's deeply ironic. I like the joke in that hat, but he's still doing it. So you're gonna get mad at Maxwell Frost. You're gonna try to silence him, censor him with your cancel culture, right wing. You're gonna haul him out. You're gonna use violence, state violence against an elected representative, a young elected representative, because you don't like his speech when he's accurately pointing out that your God Emperor is a huckster, and that's all that he is. And so, look, eventually he's gonna be dragged out, Sharon, or Jasmine Crockett is going to be dragged out because they're gonna say what they need to say, that words that are accurately gonna reflect the insane time that we live in. And as I said, Comer is thrilled about this. They want to put the boot down on the neck of somebody who's actually resisting. So that's my fear that it's coming soon, but what do you make of this?
Yeah, and Comer was salivating about bringing in the popo on this young black man. We're gonna show you how things work here in Washington. But what I noticed was they were all clamoring I mean, Kim Jong-un would have been proud. Putin would have been proud. They all wanted to make sure they were defending dear leader. There must be no dissent. You must not trash him. And the other thing is, I'm not even sure Donald Trump would be offended by that. He is a grifter. He seems proud of it. He's been his whole life. He ticked off the things. Did you say steak? Because that's one. I think they did have the Trump steak.
I did. I forgot the steak. Yeah,
okay.
Steak as well.
So I'm not even sure that their dear leader would be offended by it. I think he wears it as a badge of honor. He's just stealing whatever he can. They'll soon put up the minerals from Ukraine. Since he's worked out that deal, it's not going to go to us. It's not going to go to pay America back. It's going to go to the Trump family, is what I predict.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, for 4 years, Comer's like, I gotta find this Biden crime. There's gotta be crime. Fox News says there's crime, so he just looks and looks and looks. And if you were to ask any Republican, they'd be like, Joe Biden made millions of dollars off of what? I don't know, but something. Okay, look. By the way, Joe Biden is a politician. He's been a politician for a very long time. I would be shocked if he wasn't doing something like that, but I would also like you to demonstrate it. We don't need to dig and investigate. Donald Trump is doing all this right now. Literally right now. And not just selling the hats in the Oval Office, he was meeting up with Saudi businessmen to talk about his golf league and how he can reduce regulations for his business investment, not for the American people. So again, this is now a recurring thing. This seems to be what he's putting most of his time in. And then obviously the co-president, Elon Musk, who, and maybe we'll dig more into the numbers tomorrow on the show, they've now done an investigation. The government money that he's received throughout his career is $38 billion. $38 billion, which will buy a whole heck of a lot of trans operas in Argentina or whatever, if you want to talk about waste, fraud, and abuse. And none of those contracts are at risk from doging. They're not going in and canceling any of that. Guarantee he's gonna make money, yes, off the mineral deal that Sharon was talking about. All of this. And so Maxwell Frost is 100% right to focus on this. And I love not only that he makes a good point, but he shows how Comer is just utterly a supplicant to Donald Trump, a submissive little toady. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.